It's Peter here again with Studio to Stereo, and I'm here to talk about the Martin Backpacker nylon string guitar. I was lucky enough to score this for a recent birthday present, and I could not be happier with it. This is just an amazing little guitar. Basically, it's about the length of a regular 3/4 size guitar, but obviously the body design is pretty radical. It's like a regular guitar that's had the sides just sculpted right out of it. The result is that it's a lot thinner in this dimension, and it's a lot lighter. It comes with this case, which is kind of like a gun case. It's just a soft case, but obviously you can't tell what's in that case, which I think is a good thing. I mean, unless you want to advertise that you're carrying a guitar, if you're trying to impress the ladies or something. The action is a little bit high, but that's typical of Martin guitars. And the cool thing about Martins is the saddle's not glued in. This little white piece is the saddle. And so you can just loosen the strings, pop that out, and sand down the bottom side of it, and it'll lower the action. But even though the action is slightly higher than I would like it to be, it doesn't seem to affect the intonation. So, it's and given that they're light nylon strings, it's still very playable. In fact, I would say it's extremely playable, especially for an instrument of this size. I just love this guitar. It is an amazing instrument. I would highly recommend getting one of these F-Zone chromatic tuners, which is a really great way. Oh, you can't even see that. It's a really great way of tuning your stringed instrument. It just clips right onto the headstock like so, and it tells you where your pitches are. It's got a little digital dial, and it just tells you whether it's sharp or flat, and you can just adjust it, and you can leave it up there, so you don't have to be constantly pulling out the tuner. Unfortunately, with the case that this thing comes with, it just barely doesn't clear the case because the case is just large enough to fit this guitar. So with the tuner on there, it doesn't fit. But I'm sure you'll figure something out. I just throw mine in the accessory bag compartment of the bag. Anyway, if you're thinking about getting one of these, I would recommend running out and purchasing one immediately. The Martin Backpacker, at least the nylon string model, is just about the coolest guitar that I've ever played. And would I consider it a replacement for my La Patrie full-size classical? No. But I am not going to be taking that monster to work with me. It won't fit under the desk. I'm not taking it on an airplane. I'd be worried about it, and not to mention it takes up a lot of space. Whereas this thing, supposedly this will fit in an overhead bin of an aircraft. You can throw it in the back of your car or in the front seat of your car. You can stash it under the desk at work. It's just a great all-around guitar. So 5 stars to the Martin Backpacker nylon string guitar. And I'd highly recommend investing in one. Anyway, this is Peter here with Studio to Stereo saying, be well.